Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for January 7th, 8th, and 9th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I'm going to use my decks. Okay, for the main readings, I'm going to use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I'm going to pull one from my Colette Baron Reed cards. Also, too, I will pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, the introduction, we're going to go back to Radley Valentine, my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and we'll pull one from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. So, yes, there's been a lot of changes in my life in the last 3-4 months. So, just want you to bear with me. Some of you know what those changes have been. They've been very exciting and loving changes, but they still have been changes, and they've been keeping me quite busy. Now, I have been feeling very much, even though I was looking astrologically, well, we got some stuff going on, but not necessarily a lot of bing, bing, bings. Not a lot of, it's just kind of like in a pattern, in a standoff type of energy up there in the universe. However, when I was doing my meditation, praying, whatever you want to call it, I was getting a lot of supernatural energies that was extremely busy. It was almost like a train terminal or an airport terminal, something like that. It was like, flights coming and going, people, or I shouldn't say people, energies, golden energies, silver energies, just, kind of swirling around. And it was just very, very busy. Now, what does that mean? Whenever I see terminal type of energies, it could be that we might be hearing more about more people passing to the next level. It could also be a lot of ascension energy happening for the people that are here. A lot, because we have been, you are brought here, we're brought together because we are of the light, and it's not easy to stay in the light. It's not. There is so much dark energy, and I do not have my glasses around, but we'll continue. There's so much dark energy around us, and we are the flickers. A lot of us are the anchors in this world, in this universe. Okay, so we had some cards already flop out, whatever I want to say. Okay, so we've got these are the 3 cards, and again, I do not have my glasses. I left them in the other room, but I will have them for the readings. So we have a number 1. Okay, these are major arcana cards. We have the Magician, we have Justice, we have the Ace of Raphael. So the Magician, number 1, and the numbers have strong meanings. We need to remember them. We need to look them up. You can, in search browser, like right now, there's a 181. You can put that in, and angel numbers behind it, gematria. There's little ways of interpreting. There's a lot of little ways to interpret numbers. Also meditate in, your intuitiveness, your intuition in itself. But the Magician, number 1, new start, new beginnings, Archangel Raziel. The Magician connects with that higher power. The Magician receives a lot of its resources or her resources from higher power. The Magician says everything is ready. We have what we need. Things, we just need to have faith. We need to believe. We need to put this out. Now, we have a lot of Aquarius energy right now, and that's an air sign, and I am really a big believer in speaking things out, putting it into the universe, keeping it positive, putting the positive out. We are in that new moon to that full moon energy, so there is a lot that we want to request. So something for this weekend is very much that there can be some major activation, major changes being put out there. We need to really stay positive. The Magician is bold. The Magician does not tread in fear, does not live in fear. The Magician throws out his light, and also, too, there's kind of an orby type of energy here. So now, let's see if I can read this. Okay, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful, beginnings. So there could be some major changes. Like I said, in that supernatural realm, there just seemed a lot of activity, a lot of, and I don't know if that's just, it felt busier than normal, okay? Now, we have an 8. 8 has, oh, and this is our, okay, Raziel, and this is Raguel. 8 has unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. It is the number of, if you think of it this way, infinity, infinite, okay? Justice has a legal energy to it. Justice also has a karmic energy. We are about to go into Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is in Aquarius, but we are going to go into retrograde. I think that's around the 14th, 15th. I think right around then. So we are in that shadow right now. And again, Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. It is a very fast energy, very fast planetary movement. And, and what happens is it appears to go retrograde, okay? It's an appearance. Now, again, Mercury is in Gemini, so there is a lot of communications. Mercury is about communications, also electronics. And I do have a lot of karmic energy here too. So, that Saturn in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius going retrograde, anything could be possible. Anything could be happening, so just be aware there is a lot of karmic energy when Mercury goes retrograde, okay? And justice could bring about a lot of karmic rightness. Now, is that rightness in what we think should happen? I can't really tell you that. But maybe to that supernatural realm, it's kind of like balancing those scales, making things, balancing and putting things into a better perspective. Okay. So, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. And now we come to the Ace of Raphael. Now, Ace, number 1 again. So we have that 1 energy again. Raphael is our water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid and emotional energy. Okay, so things are happening. Now, when is this full moon in Cancer? I think the full moon is in Cancer. Let me double check on that because I don't want to, I don't want to tell you something and it not be true. But I think it's in Cancer this time around. Oh my goodness, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Let's go on in here just for me to take a look. Now I could be wrong, which I'm not going to say I'm not. But the full moon, where are you, full moon? The full moon, yes, the full moon will be January 17th, and it will be in Cancer, so I do think that that has some real strong energy, and it will go into, the full moon will be the 17th, so 117, 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, full moon energy, Cancer, fluid, emotional. There is a new emotional wave happening. It's something that really, it's a new spirit. It's a new, like, oh my gosh, there's something that's very, with the Ace of Raphael has a lot of positivity, but it's very emotional. So as we go into Mercury retrograde and as we go into that new moon, be aware that our emotions can be very, very engaged. So Mercury retrograde again, Mercury entered Aquarius on the 2nd, and it goes retrograde on the 14th. So, so there is this very strong emotional new experiences going on with this. Okay. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So things, considering we have the major arcanas, the Archangel Power Tarot cards, and then we have this with the, fulfilling spiritual insights, right? There is going to be a very strong connection with that spiritual world. Like I said, there is the, I do feel like the spiritual world, the metaphysical world is extremely, extremely busy. Things are happening. A lot of times that's behind, it's the behind the scenes, the moon type of energy. So there could be a lot of connections this weekend for many, many people. And that can, while things are kind of getting themselves in a very strong place, it can be very overwhelming too. Now, Out of my Colette Baron read, The Good Tarot, comes the Queen of Water. The Queen of Water. Now, royalty, queen. Queen's underlying energy is water again. So this is water, water. This is water also. The queen is very, connected. The queen is kind of almost a little bit too involved and a little bit too emotionally connected. However, the queen feels things very, very deeply, wants things to be better, wants things better for her family, for the people that she loves, the people that she rules. So I do feel that while we have this very major arcana stuff happening, I do feel this could be a very emotionally unsettling weekend for everyone. But it is something that purges us. It's something that pulls out some of that darker energy even from ourselves. Now, we are humans. Humans have that dark energy. It's part of our nature, part of our DNA. But it is looking at that, and it's looking at that, and I do feel that there's going to be some purging of that maybe. So if you're crying a lot this weekend, if you're just feeling things very deeply, know that something is going on in the spiritual. Things are being cleared out. The energies are clearing up, but it's still emotionally unsettling. Okay? But so it's kind of like the good news, and the bad. Good news is things are happening in that spiritual. The good news, again, things are clearing up, things are being made better. However, the bad, if this is bad, it's just going to be very unsettling, very emotional, very kind of like, when you just have that major kind of that meltdown energy, and then when you're all done with it, you say, now I can go on. Now I can go on. That's this type of weekend. Overview. Let's see now, as I start, let's go and see what the individual sign energies will be. Okay? Okay. Hello, my Geminis. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. Lots of energies around you, lots of movement. So let's see what the cards have to say for you for this weekend. Oh, the next time Mercury goes retrograde, it should be in your sign. So really, I do feel that whatever you hear now with this Mercury retrograde, I do feel that maybe, as we get closer to your season, there could be some resolution. So keep your eyes open. Keep a journal too. I don't like to keep journals. I don't. But if there's something that's out of the ordinary, write it down, my Geminis. You're better at that than me. Write it down, and then when your season gets closer, or when Mercury retrograde starts again, take a look and see, okay? Because I feel like your season will finish a lot of things started with this Mercury retrograde. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we have. First card is reversed. First card. 8 of air, 8 of air, 8 unlimited opportunities. Think of the infinity sign. Air energy is your energy. Also, it's Aquarius and Libra. Thought processes, making some plans. Things aren't moving fast enough for you. It's just not happening the way you've been expecting it. This is one of those times you really need to give it up to your higher power and just kind of say, okay, your time, but you can say, ask, but can we kind of hurry it up a little bit? It just feels like you're waiting. Things are happening. Again, there's a lot of things happening in the spiritual, but you want to see it more in the natural. The 8 of air is about feeling entrapment, feeling like I can't move forward, feeling like things aren't moving around me, waiting. Geminis, you hate to wait. You get, you're anxious. You want things to happen. You want to see, you're feeling very, your spiritual connection is going to be very strong, especially with this weekend happening. And you just know, you're seeing those terminals. You're seeing those, where I'm saying the spiritual terminals. You're feeling all that spiritual activity. And you're like, can you please make it known? Can you please make it known? So if this is you waiting for a job, things are happening. I do feel that you will get it. You will be offered it. If this is you're waiting for something very tangible, I do feel it will come into the physical. It's just, you're just waiting. You're just waiting. And it's very irritating, very irritating. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. The thing that you have to remember, it is an illusion. Remember Saturn in Aquarius, we are coming right to the midpoint, illusion versus reality. Okay, so the illusion will be very strong. Okay, next card is the Queen of Earth. This is, so again, if you're waiting for a job, you get the job. It comes to you. You have to believe that. You have to know that. You have to want that. Queen's underlying energy is water. We talked about water in the beginning, in the introduction. Earth energy is Capricorn now. We're in Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, very solid, tangible energy. So this is, while there is that anxiety, the best thing to do, my Geminis, is while there is this anxiety, while there is all this stuff going in, do not just sit. Do not sit on your butt. Get busy. Clean your house, clean your home, do your taxes. Get busy. Actually, I would do things that were more tangible than actually, than more intellectual. So maybe not the taxes. But again, do the things you can do. Make your house better. Make your house, you make the people around you, better. Make things, just do more the tangible. If you're somebody that gardens, we're not able to garden, here, take care of your plants. Get back to some sort of nature. Now, we're going to have very cold weather this weekend, so it's not a good time to go outside, but maybe it's a good time to tend in the, inside your house, your plants. It's just, again, nurture yourself, nurture others in a very tangible way. Order some pizza, have some people coming together, give love very much. There is, again, that will help you through a lot of this anxiety, a lot of this, again, you're connecting into that spiritual world. It gets really, really hard. I'm kind of saying plant your feet on the ground, plant your feet in the earth, okay? Thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Yeah. So while your head, your spirit, while all of this, ground yourself. Ground yourself in the best way that you can. Next card is the Chariot. When things start to move, they're going to move fast. It's going to be faster than you even thought it was going to be. That could also create this anxiety. I do get a lot of the anxiety here because they're the energies. Again, I feel the energies in that spirit world and that, supernatural world extremely fast. Now, the Chariot, number 7, God number, source number, divine intervention, divine interference. The Chariot, you don't really have the control that you think you might have. The Chariot is basically hands off the wheel. Just, hey, do what needs to be done. But there's a lot of fast movement with the Chariot. There's a lot of victorious movement with the Chariot also. The only thing is, stay busy, keep your mind off of what's going on, keep your mind off, try to keep your mind off of the anxiety, the stressors, because like I said, this weekend has this really strong, it's really putting out a lot of energy, and you're going to be picking that up. So stay grounded. Things are moving faster than you really think. Okay, Archangel Metatron, believed to be Enoch before the flood. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Something's being known. Something's being known with the Chariot also. So something being known in your life, I don't know what that is. If there is a secret that you're keeping, it's one of those things that it's better if you take charge in the delivery of the secret if there is any chance of it coming out from another source. Okay, I'm kind of getting that, public recognition. I know, public recognition. I'm kind of getting that if there's a secret, it's better if you control it than if it's brought about, okay, if somebody else controls it. Whoever was that needed. Okay, let's see what we have here. Destiny. Okay, reversed. We have that 10 energy, so 8, 7, 1, 0, 1 new beginnings, 10 transition, 0 God source energy. Destiny, the wheel of fortune, things are happening the way they need to be happening. They are, there is that karmic thing. Again, I said in the beginning, if there, if there's some really strange insight, something that just, kind of like, that's odd, write it down, because I do think that you'll have some answers when Mercury goes retrograde in your sign, okay? So destiny, things are happening the way they need to happen. Karmic things are happening. Karmic resolution is happening also for you. Okay, so here we go. And again, I do get that Queen of Earth, keep your feet planted. Keep your feet planted. Stay in the reality. It's really easy to slip into that other spirit, into the spiritual side, but, you need to keep your feet planted, okay? So you have two major arcana cards here. There is a very strong supernatural energy going on. Well, okay, what crystal or energy for my Geminis? Moss agate. Okay. New beginnings, nature connection, which would be really good with that queen, animal allies, security. Well, okay, interesting for that, my Geminis. Now, like I said, I do read my comments. I haven't really been able to answer them. There's been so much going on. I apologize, but, I do want to be able to get my videos done. Anyway, my Geminis, okay, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, do all the things you can do that you know to do. Most importantly, though, know that you are loved, my Geminis. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.